Okay, give me just a second because they definitely have switched things up with this with this YouTube live. I'm not seeing any chat. I'm just gonna pull the chat up on my phone. Let's see here. So how are you guys today? If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Lois, and I'm going to do my BoxyCharm unboxing just because I have a lot of people that are saying that they are no longer doing Facebook, which is weird, right? Facebook, let me turn this down. All right. Hey, Christine. I see you, girl. All right, so I'm just going to set my phone up over here so I can see the chat as we go along. So yeah, okay, so I'm not going to do my get ready with me here. I'm actually going to do my get ready with me back on Facebook, but you can't see my face. Can you not see it? It's showing up here. Oh, I see. It's too low. Here we go. Is that better? Ah, yeah, here we go. All right. Sweet. Perfect. Thank you, Christine. All right. So I'm going to do my get ready with me. I will use some of the products in here. This is our February box. There have been so many complaints on this box. So first off, let me tell you, everyone has said they haven't received the card that comes in. I'm not going to worry about it. I know they said that they emailed the cards out because so many people were complaining. I'm just going to be honest with you, I personally don't care how much the box is worth, but I know some people do. I like to know what the products are, so that's kind of why I like having the card, because especially if it's a product I've never heard of before or a brand I've never heard of, I like to have that little card in there, just tell you what it's about. So a lot of people are complaining too that there wasn't a lot of makeup products in here. So that was another thing, because a lot of people, you got a card. Yeah, a lot of people were complaining. They're getting products in there that they won't use. So let's see. All right. So, and I know one person said they didn't even get their like protective foam. Shauna said she didn't get her protective foam. So that foam, that kind of sucks. Okay. So first off, I did get those facial radiance pads from First Aid Beauty. So those, it seems like almost everybody got these, right? So it says, I'll read on here, help exfoliate, tone, and brighten. See, wipe the pad across your face, neck, and décolletage once or twice daily after cleansing. They're alcohol free, which is kind of cool. Let's try one out. You didn't get these? All right, we're gonna try one out. I would definitely use these, so that's kind of cool. I mean, it's been a while since I've actually gotten or purchased even pads like these, just because my skincare routine has actually been pretty good, so I don't have to worry about that. Let's see, we're gonna play with this. They are super cold, probably because it's cold in here. All right. I wouldn't say they actually feel exfoliating. I guess that's like a gentle exfoliation. What's up? Do you have the little safety pin? The sewing box should be. Isn't it in there? It's not in there? Go look in my room. We're going to is it Sweet 16? Sweet 16 birthday party. One of the little girls at church. And so we're going to get all gussied up and go to that. Layla said she doesn't want to overdress and outshine the Sweet 16er. So we are. Hi, Adrienne. Hey, girl. Hey. So we are not going to go too crazy. I'm going to do a very simple makeup look today. Stop it. I already know what you're like. Yeah, right, Lois. You don't know how to do a simple makeup look. Hey, do me a favor, thumbs up this video. That will help circulate it as well. While you're here, you might as well thumbs it up for me. And if you have a makeup group and you guys want to share this video into your makeup group, feel free. I'm not saying anything in this video. Did you find it? No. You checked all the drawers in the laundry room? Yeah. We'll figure it out. Don't worry. Before we leave, we'll have a safety pin. Don't worry. All right. So I did just get out the shower, and the stuff I use is pretty good. So I'm not seeing a whole lot of stuff on this pad, which is good. There is a little dirt in here, so it did pull out some. I don't know if you can see that very well, but you know, I really like that there's not a huge lag on YouTube live. It's pretty cool because literally I'm watching the live stream on my phone and doing it here, and I can kind of see the lag is nowhere near as bad as it is on Facebook. Maybe I should just do my live here on my Get Ready With Me. What do you guys think? Yeah, so we are going to, I'm just kind of tapping off. It leaves behind a wet feeling. They are super drenched. Oh, here's a little tip. If you guys use makeup wipes at all, even like these little pads, you know how sometimes when you get like when you open it up, the top one's kind of dried out. So a way to keep that from happening is store them upside down. That way the one on the top is always nice and moist. So you flip it back over and you open it, the one on the top is always good to go. So that's just a little tip. So whether it's baby wipes, makeup wipes, your little tushy wipes in the bathroom, y'all know what I'm saying? These little pads that clean your face, all of that, store them upside down. I promise you, it makes a huge difference. All right. So I ain't gonna lie, I did open the box and I swatched it in different places. This one, I want to say I've even seen at TJ Maxx. They seem pretty good. I like them. They didn't make my skin feel dried out or irritated or anything. So I'm gonna use them. All right. So this brand here, this one is in the shade Wifey. Am I frozen for anybody else? Christine says I'm frozen. Am I frozen for anybody else? All right, so this is from Queen. It's the matte liquid lip satin in the shade Wifey. They even give you instructions on how to apply it. So it says for the perfect matte lip, exfoliate lips, which I tell you guys that too. Apply lipstick and allow to not dry. For a deeper color, apply a second coat. All right, so they spell Queen Qveen. All right. And so here's the color. Normally I wouldn't grab for a shade like that, but when I swatched it, it's actually kind of pretty. So with us doing more of a natural glam look today, we are going to use this lipstick. And I'm going to tell you now. So I did open this box right after I got the shower, and I swatched this lipstick, and then I like did a bunch of stuff on my face, brushed my teeth, and washed my hands even. And look, this lipstick is not budging. So this is a good lipstick, you guys. If anybody else got this brand in your box, let me know what color you guys got because I'm interested to know. And if you have swatched yours, send me a picture if you have a different shade because I want to see. I'm interested in this brand now. I may go get me some more of those lipsticks. That's pretty darn good to not budge. Hey. All right, so another thing I got in here was a Kate Somerville Skin Health Experts KX Active Concentrates. So if anybody else got this, let me know. So you didn't get that either. So it's biomimicking peptides, smooth and firm, high performance reshaping serum. How to use: AM and PM. Apply 1 to 2 drops to cleansed skin. And it says, I formulated my high performance concentrate with a signature blend of 5 VIPs. Hi, Desi. Hey, girl. Make sure you're subscribed and like my video, girl. All right. It says very important peptides. That's what VIP stands for. That work together to visibly refresh and renew skin as it firms, smooths, and hydrates. Okay. So it says the 5 peptide blend targets loss of elasticity and firmness while visibly reducing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. I wonder, thank you, Desi. I wonder if anyone used tongue-tied. Okay, so you used yours yesterday and you like it. I may end up just selling this. I'm not a huge, I don't know, I haven't really gotten into serums and stuff like that, but it looks like a good one. I probably should use it. Hey, Becky. Oh, I showed 3 items so far. I wasn't going to do a try on for this video, but I changed my mind. I may just go ahead and do my get ready with me here. But I have showed so far the First Aid Beauty exfoliating pads, and then this lipstick from Queen, and it's this shade right here called Wifey. You're fine. And then also got the Kate Somerville KX Active Concentrates drops. I still have 2 more items in here. You got the foundation. Which foundation? The Becca one? I hear it's really good. It is pretty. I'm going to use it for today's look. I also got the Chate London Everyday Vacay Coconut Setting Powder. I have found like coconut oil will break out my skin, but I'm definitely going to try this out in today's look. It's a baking powder. You can use it to bake or set your face. I'm not into baking, but I'm curious to see how it works, so I may just use it anyway. All right. I wonder if it smells like coconut. I'm afraid to like sniff it to smell it. I don't want it to like go up my nose looking like I'm over here having a party, girl. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I personally did not like the other Chate London loose powders. So, yes, girl, I really like this lipstick. And the crazy thing, look, it doesn't budge. I even washed my hands. You know, I didn't scrub, but I used soap and water and, you know, all of that, and it didn't move. Coconut milk makes you break. Yeah, me too. So I'm hoping this isn't the same thing. So I'm definitely going to give this stuff a try today, see if I like it. And if it doesn't work out, I'll just purge it and see if somebody else wants to buy it, and I'll sell it for super duper cheap. The Becca one, girl, you have to let me know if you like it. I do have a foundation I bought that's supposed to be a dupe, I think, for that. I don't know. It's the Physicians Formula Nude Wear foundation. It's very not full coverage, so I'm not used to that. But I ended up mixing it with my Maybelline Super, and it's beautiful. Yeah. Okay, so let's give this a little snifferoo. It does have a light coconut smell, but I'm smelling it through the sifter because I'm not trying to get it all up in my nose. We're going to give it a try. Let me see. Ooh, that feels, look, you can see how lightly milled that is, like very finely milled. My problem is you see the white residue that it leaves behind. Goodness gracious, I certainly hope that doesn't give me any kind of flashback. But honestly, it almost blurs the skin. Can you see how it kind of blurred the skin right there? So the drops $98. What in the heck? I am going to do a makeup look. I've decided. I am. I was going to just do it on Facebook, but you know what? You're here. I'm here. Why not, girl? Let's just do it. Let's do the thing. All right. So I'm going to, it actually feels so good. Why does it feel good? It makes me feel soft. Stop it. You're not a duck. Stop. Sorry. My dog's quacking. He's a trip. All right, and the last but not least, I got these. You got the Luxie sponge set. I'm glad I didn't get the Luxie sponge set because I don't use sponges. So I did get the Alamar brushes, the Trio face brush set, because y'all know I need me some new brushes. I don't have enough. And they have some really, I love these handles. They have a stiletto handle on them. They're really pretty. I'm gonna try these out today. All right, so if you guys don't know what these brushes are for, this one's your bronzer brush. It tells you right there. Look, girl, I ain't magic and all knowing. That's your bronzer brush. You see how it's like lumpy bumpy? So that's that. You got the Moda 5-piece brush. I love me some Moda brushes. Hey, Dee. Hey, girl. Hey, make sure you're subscribed and you there is a bell somewhere in this hidden universe. If you tap the bell, make sure it's got 2 lines, like one on each side. That means you will get notified every time I upload, which I kind of need to get back into YouTube a little bit because my channel has been like down to like no kind of activity lately since I've moved in to this house, and I need to keep it up because I was already where I needed to be in watch hours to get monetized again, and then I kind of just stopped. I just need to get my subscriber count up and then I can get monetized, which I've already gone through all the hoops to get monetized. I'm just not there with subscriber count. So I probably will start doing a little more just so I can get monetized. sanitized. And then also the thing I like about YouTube is that the lag is nowhere near as bad. Yes, thumbs up the video. Thank you. You're here. Yes, girl. Okay. So the brushes I got, this one was the bronzer brush. This one's a complexion brush. I'm surprised I would have named that a blush brush, but whatever, you know. And this one is your brightening brush. So I'm assuming that's for highlighting. I personally would love to use this one for like under eye powder. You could even, yeah, you could use it for like highlighting and such, you know. But yeah, so we're going to use some of these products. I've already used the facial cleansing pad. So if you're coming in late, one thing that I recommended is you store this upside down. That way the pad on the top is always nice and moist when you go to use it. That goes for any other kind of wipes you may have. Yes, I'm showing on my end too, my video that I'm watching unpixelated. It's probably due to everybody being on the Wi-Fi here. So if it stays like that, then we may end up on Facebook. We'll see. Okay, so I see that I'm getting comments. My notifications are popping up from Facebook. If you are watching on Facebook, please click on the video, go to YouTube, log in. That's the way you can chat with us. You have to make sure you're logged in. So please do that. That way your views, number one, will count, and two, we can all see the chat, because when you're chatting on Facebook, we cannot see you on YouTube. So please do, because we want to see you. We want to see you. All right, I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics Sylvia Gainey palette today, which I'm so excited. A lot of people have been asking about that palette. I've used it a couple of times. Again, we're going to do a nice simple look. So if you are that chick, this one's for you. All right. They are just goofing off. Let me let my dogs out of here, because they're going to drive me nuts, because they are just busybodies today. Come on, y'all get out. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Y'all go. All right. They are being very distracting. So what was the last item? The brushes. The brushes was the last item. I got 5 items. I got the cleansing pads, the concentrated drops, the lipstick, the Chate coconut powder, and the brush set. Yes. Okay. So here we go. Let's get this party started right. I still need to put like earrings and stuff in, but we'll worry about that in a little bit. I hate that my bra straps are showing, but you know what? I could not find my one with the clear straps, and I contemplating taking this one and crossing them, but then I was also thinking that then it would just cut me off right here, and these straps aren't long enough. So I wasn't even going to worry about that. Oh no, I'm missing one of my lashes, girl. What happened to it? I'm gonna have to find it, because it's my Erin lash and I just had it right up here. Watch it be stuck. I had it sitting right there because I was about to use it. I had them nice and clean. Goodness gracious, we might just have to use a different pair of lashes today. I'll run across it. It'll be stuck to my bottom or something. Something crazy. Something crazy like that. Nope, here it is. I found it. Hello. Girl, try to run away from me. I see you. I see you. Can't get away from me, girl. Got you, Erin. I do need a strapless. I know. You know what, though? Let somebody pick on my straps. I'll just poke them in the eye and be all right. Okay, so I'm going to start off first. So if you guys... All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of talk you through like what I'm using and why I use it. I know a lot of times we just kind of chat on here. And yeah, it's the Erin lashes, girl. Those are my favorites. So what I love about the Erin lashes from BoxyCharm Cosmetics is that you can wear them with a natural look and it's not too much. And you can wear them with a glam look and it just adds a little something to it without taking away from the eye look. They're beautiful, just beautiful. Yes. All right, so this is what I'm currently using, and I'll tell you why. All right, so first we're going to start off with moisturizing the skin. And what I use to moisturize the skin is rose water. And why do I do that? I do that because I have oily skin. And I just take 2 drops. I don't spray it directly on my face. I spray it on my hand. I took the label off, but this is a Because Cosmetics setting spray bottle. So, let's see if yeah, Christine, they sold out so fast. They've restocked them, I think, a couple of times, but they may be bringing them back permanently. I don't know if that was just a rumor or what, but I hope they do. Okay, so I use the rose water and moisturize the skin, and then I like to go in with a little extra moisture. I have this little sample I've been using. If you guys can get your hands on Luminexol, this one actually is a trifecting night cream for the eye, but there is one that you can use. It's a brightening eye cream for the daytime. I'll use this one. It doesn't matter. I'm out of the samples that I had for the day cream. You don't use them. I'll trade you. I'll trade you something, girl. I'll get you some little lip oils or something that you love so much. We'll figure it out. All right. So I take just some extra eye cream. Listen, even if you don't have crow's feet or wrinkles, if you are not using some kind of eye cream, when you get to be 29 like me, you're going to regret it. Okay? Okay. So let's just remember eye cream. Doesn't matter how old you are, use it now. All right, so once I'm done moisturizing the skin, I'll go ahead and dig out my primers. I'm in this fit where I'm trying to use stuff up. I'm trying not to skip around and use a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And I really want to use stuff up so I can throw the bottles away, right? So I know if you're anything like me, you probably have like tons of stuff. 54 like you. Yeah, so um, right now, we got this out of BoxyCharm some time ago, the No Problem primer, so I'm using that. I'm also using a spray primer from e.l.f. And yes, use your eye cream, girl. And then I'm also using the Poreless Putty Primer. So I'm using these 3 primers. Why do I use 3 primers? Because it works for me. I don't know. Since I've been using them, my makeup lasts all day, along in conjunction with the products that I do use. And it just sits on the skin better. I feel like it doesn't oxidize my foundation. Hey, Diane, how are you, girlfriend? Um, and I don't know, I just feel like overall everything just sits better on the skin. So that is why I use 3 primers. I saw another YouTuber like doubling up, tripling up on their primers. And I was like, I can do that. I got so much primer. I got so much stuff that I could use 3 primers every day and not run out ever. So if you're like me and you have a whole lot of primers, girl, just put them all on your face and it'll be all right. All right, so I use 1 pump of the No Problem primer. And once this runs out, I don't plan on repurchasing it. It's just something I have. I got from Boxy and using it. And once it runs out, I'll move on to something else. All right, so what I do is I kind of take it on these 2 fingers, right? And then I go down the face. And then what's left over, I kind of tap out on the rest. So we're just going to take and swirl it into the skin. This really does help to protect your skin from it, like if you're using a foundation, especially because let's just be honest, okay? Rarely do you get makeup that actually is good for your skin, right? Yeah, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. They're all at basketball this morning. I think I've got 3 kids here. One of them I'm taking to the Sweet 16 birthday party, and the other 2 were like gonna just stay here and play video games, I guess. Um, but yeah, so this really helps to protect your skin from the impurities in your makeup. That helps, and it also helps with fine lines, wrinkles, and pores, right? But if you're like me, you have huge manholes for pores. Oh, if you guys do have this smells really good, by the way. It smells very clean and kind of citrusy. Yep. I'm still a little sick, so y'all bear with me. I have a little congestion still, and I'm really sorry if that's annoying. All right, so the next thing I'm going to use is the e.l.f. Oil Control Primer Mist. They make 2 or 3 different kinds. This one's the oil control. I will sometimes skip around and use the hydrating primer mist. It depends on what I find on sale at the moment or what they might have in stock when I need it. Just 2 squirts in the hand, and I just pat it on the face. Again, I don't know the science behind it, but this works for me. My makeup stays in place and it just does. I don't know. So the two things that I normally won't switch out is that primer mist and the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. But the base primer is what I normally will switch out. Make sure you're not, I know this, you're going to be like, what, Lois? Make sure you're not using too much primer. That was what I was about to say. But what I really want to say is because I'm using 3 primers. So you're probably like, Lois, you just said don't use too much primer. When it comes to no pore bloom primer, do not use more than 1 pump. That's too much. Use 1 pump. Let it seep into the skin. And then, you know, before you ever put your foundation on. I know you guys sit here and you watch the video with me and I chat with you guys. A lot of times time because you really need to give your primer time to set into the skin. But while I'm adding like this e.l.f. putty primer, I'm giving the rest of that primer time to kind of set. But I only use this poreless putty primer only on the T-zone. So right here is where I use it. That's where your pores seem to be the biggest. This stuff is only $8, you guys. So if you happen to see this in a store and they're not sold out, pick it up. It's a really good primer. You don't need a lot. You don't. Literally just swirl your finger in it. You don't need a lot. Don't scoop it out with your fingernail. You're wasting it. Don't do that because if you're scooping it out with your fingernail, that's way more than you need. You just need like a residue of it. All right, so it looks like we have Christine, Desi, Diane, and Dee. Who else is here? Say hi. Becky too. So what, that's 4 or 5 people? Everybody else is all quiet. Say hello. I already had my huge cup of coffee today, so this is iced tea and it feels so good on the throat. Oh, it's been crazy. All right, so another cool trick. If you guys are currently using, say you bought a foundation and it's not as full coverage as you like it to be, take a setting powder and lightly dust your face. Don't put too much. Setting powder, lightly dust the face, let that sit for a second, and then put your foundation on. And it's supposed to make your foundation a little more full coverage. So that seems to help a lot too. But what I'm going to do today, I have been using like half and half, the Maybelline Super Stay, and then I mix it with my Because Cosmetics Hydrating Liquid Foundation. This is what I've been using lately. So I mix these two half and half and love it, love it, love it. But I actually I've been trying to try this out because I've had a lot of people ask me because it's new. I think it's new. It's the Physicians Formula Nude Wear Foundation. This girl, oh yeah, Adrienne's here too. That's right. This is nice for you little chickadees that love a nice natural look. Problem is, I have freckles. I'm a freckly mess, okay? God didn't give me even freckles, so I hide them. So I like a full coverage foundation for that reason. So what I do is I have a little petri dish. I mix it with my Maybelline Super Stay. And I love the Maybelline Super Stay because, number 1, it's full coverage, but 2, because it's matte. And if you have oily skin, you tend to go for more matte foundations. Right, exactly what Dee said. All right, so I'm going to take 2 square. I don't usually use all of it. It's just enough to make it where in case I need more, I'll have it. But I use 2 pumps of the Maybelline Super Stay. And then I'll use 2 pumps of whatever else I'm using to mix it in. All right, so we're going to go with the Nude Wear Physicians Formula Nude Wear Foundation. Actually, that pumped out a whole lot. I don't think I'll need more. I'm just going to use the 1 pump. That was actually a lot. It came out a lot, girl. All right. So what I do is I just take a little spatula brush, like a silicone brush, and just kind of mix it up a little bit. Keeping in mind while you're doing this, your primer is still, you're giving it time to settle. So that's why I'm not in a hurry. All right. We're going to try out these new brushes, right? Well, I don't know, not that one, not yet. We'll use a foundation brush. Hello. So I know I need a new. I cracked my cup that I'm sad. I don't want to talk about it. Okay. I don't want to talk about it. All right. So I just got a new brush out yesterday. Here we go. All right. Slow typer. You're fine. All right. So I'm going to take a little bit of this foundation, whatever's on the spatula. We're just going to go ahead and rub it on our face. I work in sections just in case, God forbid, somebody busts in here and the house is on fire and I got to put it out. So I don't I don't try to dab it all over the face if I can help it. I work in sections. So I just go in and I blend it out nice and even and light. And then I just add more foundation only where needed, which is usually everywhere, the whole face. All right. So next we're going to go right down the nose. I tend to go down the center and then work my way out. And just so you know, this Physicians Formula foundation smells like straight up chemical. I don't know why. It's a super strong scent. It is disgusting. You lost another pound. Good job, girl. You are doing so good. I think now I'm starting to feel better. I bought an elliptical and we have it in the garage along with our weights and stuff. And the boys have been all working out. All three of my boys and Joe. And they've been asking me to come work out with them, but I've been sick. That's why I haven't been live. That's why I haven't been doing selling videos. I've been going to work and then just going home and going to sleep. I have not been feeling good, but I'm starting to feel a little better. So I think I need to get into a workout routine. And what I may do is I probably won't do video while I'm working out, but just to kind of help pass the time, I was thinking about doing kind of like, you know how on Facebook Live you can just do audio? So kind of like a podcast type deal so we can chat while I'm working out. Just to chat. We'll find some subject to talk about, you know? All right. So the Maybelline Superstay is so full coverage, it literally covers up all these little freckles. I love that. I love that. This does blend really nice. So woke up this morning. I left my office. Nobody put Moses in his crate last night. So Moses found his toy that I had put onto my desk, and he ended up getting up here. He got a hold of his toy, and then he was so proud that he brought it to me while we were in the room today. And I was like, where did he get that? I knew where he got it. Sneaky little guy he is. And anyway, so we took it from home and was playing with him this morning, me and Joe. It was so funny because he wanted it so bad. He loves toys so much. Embrace my freckles. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Not me. All right. So I definitely get the freckles from my mom's side of the family because they're all a freckly mess too. As far as I know, anyway. My biological paternal side of the family have no clue. Have no clue. They could be green for all I know. We don't know. We don't know her. Freckles are beautiful. I'll give you mine. I'll give you mine. And I only have them on my face. I don't have them anywhere else. I think it could be from being in the sun a lot when I was younger. Who knows? We didn't believe in sunblock. My mom never had us put sunblock on. I know I spend a lot of time putting foundation on. Base is good and it's well blended. The rest of your makeup, sorry, my keyboard, let me put that over there. Everything else look really good. Age spots, that might be what they are, and I'm pixelated again. I see it. Don't worry. I'm aware. All right. So I always take, when I'm done, I always wipe my foundation off onto my washcloth, my clean washcloth. Make sure it's clean. Please don't go like cleaning up spills in the kitchen and bring your washcloth in. So people are just crazy like that. They're like, oh, here's a washcloth. No, girl, you don't know what's on your washcloth. So I wipe off my my brush. That way, if I do plan to use it again, it doesn't have dried foundation. That's the worst because it creates streaks in your foundation. And then just so I'm not wasting, I have a little dish. You guys know about this. I take whatever's left, which is a lot. That's a lot. And I just scrape it into it. And that way, when it either gets full or I have to travel somewhere, I have some pre-mixed foundation and I don't have to carry those 2 bottles with me, risk them getting lost or broken or exploding on a plane, like whatever. So that's kind of cool to have. You own them. You go, girl. You go, girl. Not mine. Mine, I disown mine. So they're expelled from my family. I will hide them. They are like that. My freckles are like the kids that were born out of wedlock back in like the 1400s, where they have to like not tell anybody they exist, right? Because you don't want to be scorned by the public. All right, so next, concealer wise, so I have been using this. This stuff has been really taking a while to go through, which is good, but it's the NYX Gotcha Covered concealer. It says it's waterproof too. So I've been using this, and I'm in the shade medium, and I just take a little bit. You don't need much at all. This is a very thick concealer. I know that's actually more than I normally use, but it's a very thick concealer. Where is the brush I've been using? I used the brush for concealer yesterday. Where did it go? Hello. That's not it. Okay. Huh. So that's not it. I'm gonna get a new brush, I guess, to use for concealer. Yeah, let's just get a new one because I don't know. What is that? Come here. I don't think I want to use any of those. Decisions. Oh my goodness. We'll just use this one. How about that? How about that? I swear I thought I had the brush in my little, where could it have gone? Or maybe it was this one I was using. I bet you it was. I bet you it was. I don't know. But then again, I thought I was using that for foundation. Who knows? All right, we're going to take this. I take the tip of the brush and I just dip in and I apply it. And it has some redness. That is actually from my lashes. See the redness under my eye? Not the lashes I'm about to put on, but I've been wearing these the Creme Shop lashes, and I don't know if the band just needs to be trimmed down, but they've been irritating my outer corners of my eyes, which is not good, but we can cover it up, girl. You subscribe to Christine's channel? Christine, I didn't know you had a channel. All right. So we're just going to pat that in. This concealer does not dry down too fast, so if you don't work super fast, you don't have to worry about it. I've literally had kids bust in the door, throwing about something. I've gone out there looking like I was ready to start the powwow over here. Sat back down and the concealer was still fine to use. You got one started? I don't, at least not that I know. Everyone probably has a channel. You just, because if you click on each other's names, it takes you to your channel. But if you don't have any videos started. All it is like you might have a public like liked video list, or if you have a playlist on YouTube, if you haven't privatized it, then what's going on is people can actually click on your playlist and they can jam out to the videos or the music that you've liked, or your playlists and stuff. So all right, Becky, can you let Donna know that I'm live on YouTube? She's sending me messages on Messenger, and tell her to come join us. I don't think Christine's ever said that she had a YouTube channel. I don't think I've ever heard her say that. Christine, well, she doesn't even do live videos, so I can't imagine that she said she did. Okay. I'm not a liver. I almost thought it said I'm not a liver. Goodness gracious. All right, so all my cream products, I always wipe the brush off. So I even do it with some of my powdered products too. So anyway, next we are going to, I actually am going to stick to my Becca powder for the under eye. Love this stuff. This is an amazing powder. It's the Hydro Mist powder. If you guys have ever needed an under eye powder, this stuff is amazing. We got this out of BoxyCharm. This one I actually purchased myself. I finally ran out of my one from BoxyCharm. So I'm going to take my finger and just pat out under the eye just to make sure I don't have any concealer that I've got wrinkled up in there. And I just kind of go, I don't do it all over the face, just right here, because this stuff is $40 a bin, so I'm not trying to spend all that. She's got 3 subscribers. Girl, you got a little fan base. That's what I'm talking about. You go, girl. All right. So if you guys are watching from Facebook, please click the video, come to YouTube, and log in. If you're not logged in, your views do not count and you can't see the chat. So to be able to see the chat and the chat with us, you will need to make sure you are clicked, logged in, so we can see you, girl. We want to see you. Do you see how that also mattified that area? I really like this powder a lot. For the rest of the face, we are going to try out this Shante London coconut powder. You got a little channel, girl. Got a little channel. All right. So this has a little shaker in it. So we're going to get a little out. I know a lot of people actually will dump it into the cap. I'm not going to do all of that. So I'm going to take, I'm just going to use my regular brush. All right. Actually, there is some in the lid. All right, here we go. We're going to face. Normally, I like to use for the rest of the face a tinted powder because I feel like, I always feel like somebody's watching me. No, I actually feel like the tinted powder gives you a little more coverage. Ooh, girl, looks like I just came from the party. This definitely smells like coconut. It reminds you of suntan lotion. That's what it does. It reminds you of suntan lotion. The smell. All right. It says that you can bake with it, which I'm not a baker. I don't bake. But it says you also can use it to set your stuff. So, but look how white it made me look. Do you see that? It definitely lightened up. Yeah, bronzer is going to be our friend today. Hello, bronzer. All right, I'm going to take and buff it in just a little bit. Ever so lightly. I am not pressing at all. Hi, Oh, hey, girl. I'm glad you made it. We got 3 thumbs up. Come on, you guys. Y'all can do better than that. Make sure you're subscribed, Brenda. Hit the subscribe button and make sure the bell has the lines on the outside. If the bells aren't on, if the lines aren't on the bell, click it until there is, because that'll let you know. It's supposed to notify you when I'm live here. I'm gonna try to use this channel a little bit more, especially for unboxings, that kind of stuff. That way it's not cluttering up my Facebook page. Yay! I'm glad. All right, now what's next? I'm trying to think what all we got in the box. We got the lipstick, the peptides I'm not using. I used this. The brushes, that's right. We're fixing to do bronzer. So we're going before we do bronzer, I am gonna put some eye primer on. So I'm gonna use the MAC Painterly Paint Pot for eye primer today. So this is a really good eye primer. If you guys have never tried it before, it comes like this. And I think Avon even has one. This is $18 normally. But if you catch it on sale, you can get it at half price, which is what I did. I found it when I was in the Houston airport. They have a MAC store in there, believe it or not. I was like, yo, let me burn some time up in here. So I found that all their little paint pots were on sale. Yeah, I accidentally stuck my freaking fingernails in there. I was so upset. All right, so I'm going to I have to make sure I don't have any like crazy powder all up in my eye. So I was using my finger to spread it, but then it started to get a little low and my fingernails were keeping my fingers from getting in there. So now I'm using this little brush. If you're going to use a brush, make sure it's dense, very dense, because you want to make sure it spreads evenly. Okay. So another reason I like this is because it conceals as well. So, you know, all the little veins, you see the veins in my eye? Do you guys have that problem too? The veins up there. So I like that this eye primer conceals that. That's very helpful too. Because nothing like trying to show off your little eye look that you spent 5 hours doing, and then you got the little veins popping up all over the place. Like, no, girl, I'm still in the show up in here. All right. There she goes. All right, so now that I have that on, I am going to use, I have a contour kit that I'm trying to use up. Another one. This one came from Boxy as well a long time ago. I'm still trying to use it all. That's all I've gone through because I don't use a whole lot of contour. But I'm going to take this little brush, another dense brush. It's kind of oval shaped. I'm going to dip into like a light highlight shade. And I'm just going to go right around the brow area. So like right up in here. I don't know why that helps me, but it just does. I feel like putting on my brow product, it kind of helps keep it, like if I mess up, I don't know, it just really highlights that area for me so I can kind of understand what shape I'm going for. All right. And then I take that same shade and I just go down the bridge of my nose. So we're just going to go right down here. And then I use a lighter concealer shade, so it really shouldn't matter, but this helps me for when I am contouring my nose. I stick right along those lines, so you can see right where that contour or that highlight shade was. So now I'm going to go in with a contour shade, right? And I'm going to hug that line. So we're going to make it a thin. If you're trying to thin out your nose, which I have a Filipino nose, girl. So I try to thin it out a little. And then I also bring it up here a little bit. That way I don't look completely flat right there, because let's face it, when you got them Asian roots, girl, sometimes it starts to look a little flat. So we take it right up in here to give it some depth and dimension. And that you do not want to, if you have a wide nose, let's say you have a wide nose, you don't want to bring that contour all the way out. Please don't do that. It actually makes your nose look bigger. You only want to keep this thin line and then blend it down a little bit. Let me show you what I mean. You don't want to completely brown out the whole side of your nose, because that draws more attention to it. This is all you need right there. So then you take you a nice dense brush. Okay, I go straight down just in case I had any loose highlight shade. and then brush down. And then you want to bring this down just a little, like blend it down. You do not want to cross over that highlight shade you have in there. I've even seen people actually take their contour shade and go over the top of the nose. That's weird to me. I don't know why anybody would do that. You don't want your nose to look flat. You just want it to look thinner. So you're just blending that shade down a little bit. Like you're just blurring the line, basically. You're blurring the line. Do you see the difference? So you're just blurring the line. You just don't want to go over the highlight shade and mess that up. Okay. See? Now, I am going to take a little bit of, let's use this brush a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit of this contour shade, and I'm going to go around the edges, just around the edges of my hairline. We'll contour just a little bit. So what contours are you guys currently using? Are you using a palette or like a single shade? What's your favorite brand? What you currently using, girl? I'm just trying to get rid of this palette. I have had this palette forever, so I'm trying to get rid of it. I'm trying to use it up. I've hit pan in a couple of them, so we're halfway there. We're halfway there, girl. All right. I'm going to take and squeeze this brush so we have a thinner line. And we are just going to kind of thin out a contour line, but not too heavy. I'm going to go over it with bronzer, so we don't want it super heavy. All right, we are done with this palette here. That little brush is nice and soft. I don't know how I feel about it though yet. It may end up being something I purge, but we'll see. All right, so we're going to dip into our bronzer. The bronzer I'm currently using is, we also got from like Boxy or Ipsy. It was the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil in the shade medium / deep. So I'm going to take the bronzer brush that we got in this Boxy, dip it in there. And I'm going to tap it first. And then I'll blend it. Tap and blend, tap and blend. You guys are so quiet. You guys not using contour at all? Oops. If you don't use contour, tell me why. Are you scared? You just don't feel like you need it? You don't know how to use it? You don't have time for it? You like the hula? Yeah, I have that one too. That's a pretty palette, D. Adrienne, I was talking to Allie this morning and she said she went to go get a hula bronzer and they were $30 and she was like, forget that. Talking to Gordon. Oh, you going to an RV show? Do you have an RV? I know you got a boat and you got bikes. Girl, you got all the good toys. If I run away, I'm going there. I'm gonna go live with you. I'll be your live-in makeup person. And I'll clean your house. You'll just have to buy all my makeup for me, though. You have a toy hauler for the bikes? Yes. BH contour. Yeah, the BH one is nice, too. BH, I don't know. Girl, they have some good stuff for super cheap. I don't know how they do it. I'm actually going to be using a BH palette this morning. Today. Is it morning still? May not be. I don't even know what time it is. It's Saturday, girl. Not a care in the world. All right, so using up some bronzer here. This is a very dense brush. I don't normally use this dense of a brush. What I've been using for bronzer is a mix between this one and this one. These are both Real Techniques brushes. 5 more minutes. All right. So, and then sometimes we'll even take and go under, just tap a little bit more under here. Drag it down. Drag it down. And then I actually am going to take this brush that I like so much, the Real Techniques ones, and I like to take and just put a little bit on the nose, on the side, right where I put the contour shade. Just a little bit. All right. And I sometimes will even take, like if I feel like it didn't blend in the bronzer very well, I'll take my paddle brush and I'll go in and smooth it out some. All right. So it does feel really soft. That powder feels really soft, so that's good. I like that. All right. Now, what are we gonna do? Blush? I don't think there's blush in this little palette. Is there? No. All right. So for blush, what I've been using to try to use up, I have actually 3 blushes in here. I have pulled out. Note Cosmetics. I don't know if I like that formula anymore. The Note Cosmetics one is very dry, and it's a beautiful color, but it's just dry. I'll use a little bit of that. I'm gonna mix that with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer or Butter Blush. This is in the shade Natural Glow. It is almost like a highlighter. It is so pretty. Do you see? This really does give you a glow. Do you see what I mean? It's almost like a highlighter, but when you wear it alone, on my skin tone, it doesn't give me enough color. So what I'm going to do is mix the 2 of them. So I'm going to take this brush. I'm going to wipe off whatever bronzer may have been left on there. Okay. So I'm going to dip into first this one. So we're going to go back and forth. All right. Let me get my little cup so I can tap off. I'm not trying to go ham over here. That way I can get some of the color from the note, but it's not as dry, and it does give you more like a luminous. You gotta make it. Yes. All right. I do need a little bit more pigment from that note to come through. See, it is a really pretty color. You know, I love like peaches, almost like an orangey color when it comes to blushes on my skin tone. I don't know what it is, but it just gives like a really pretty, not overly done look. So I love that. And the thing that got me started on that type of a shade, because I used to do pinks, girl. I love my pinks, and I loved my like almost red blushes. And then when I signed up with Because Cosmetics, I started using the apricot flush shade, and that's what sold me on this color. I absolutely love that blush a lot. And that is the only one that I have that actually hit pan in, and I have a backup just in case. And everybody I've used that blush on, it just seems like it just looks so good on their skin. And it really gives like a natural, it's not overly shiny, but it gives a natural glow. Very pretty, very pretty. So if you guys are looking to get a blush from somebody from Because Cosmetics, doesn't have to be me, that one I really recommend. That one and the Lavender Haze if you like more of a cool tone. Those 2 are like the best, I think, in my humble opinion. And I take a little bit, a really big thing right now is people are putting blush on their nose. I haven't really gotten into it, but I've been trying. All right, I added a little more color on that side, so we're gonna have to go a little darker. All right. I am going to blend that in just ever so lightly, girl. Just around the edges. And if you do your blush before your eyes, just keep in mind that you do need to go a little darker than what you expect, because once you do your eyes, it kind of flushes you out. Alright, so So we are going to put all of these big brushes up because I'm practically done with the face stuff. Oh, I can't. This brush is Moses's brush. He has his own Morphe brush, you guys. So he comes in here and he sits down, and I take that brush and I pat it all over his face, and he's like a little ham. He loves it so much. He's so funny. All right, so now I'm gonna take my setting spray. I have been using my but lately I've been trying to use this up so I can get rid of it. We got this out of Boxy too, in Beauty Project. So we're gonna just, I'm trying to use it, and I use way more than I need to. I'm just trying to get rid of it, so it's not just sitting in my drawer collecting dust. Use a lot. I really like the sprayer on this one though. Love the sprayer. Okay. Kind of keeping an eye on how this powder takes the spray in my padding. Okay, here we go. Do it again. You have to keep this shook up because it has like an oil in it, and it will separate if you let it sit for more than 5 seconds. It smells different. Something about using setting spray, I notice it more with my Because setting spray than this one. But when I use setting spray, I feel like whatever powder you had on your face just turns into, it's like it's not dry anymore. Like once you set your face with that setting spray, it just looks so good. You don't look dry anymore because something about using a setting powder just makes you look dry, girl. Dry. Ain't trying to look like a dried up old lady, girl. That ain't cute. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with something on my lips because you have got to get, if you're using a matte lipstick, whew, your lips can get dry. And then especially if you're sick, like I've been lately, you have got to use a good lip moisturizer. What are you guys using currently for like lips to moisturize? Do you use a lip oil? Do you use a chapstick? Lip treatment stuff? Sophia has been in here using up my little, she's trying to use she's trying to use it all because she wants to get to the flower. I know that's what it is. But I got one of those Alchemy lip treatment. It's got like vitamin E in it. It's got the flower and little gold flakes. So I catch her in here all the time using it. I told her she could use it, but she's not allowed to have it because she was asking if she could, and it's the only one I had left. And I told her no. So she comes in here and she uses it all the time. She's trying to get to the flower. I know that's what she's doing. But anyway. All right, so next, missed opportunity. I was supposed to use that under the eye and I forgot. Oh well, we'll use that next time. All right, so for brows, I'm going to use 2 things for brows. I am going to actually use my Because brow pencil and my Iconic London brow palette. Where's my brow pencil at? I'm missing it. Here we go. All right, so I'm going to take the spoolie and brush that out. Make sure I don't have any foundation or powder stuck in it anywheres. And then, alright, where are you? Hello. It's kind of short. I need to wash my brushes. Alright, I just need to take out ones. I always think I'm gonna try like a new brush, and I end up going back to the same ones. Either my Because angled brush for brows or whatever, and I don't even know why I try different ones. It just, never works out. Or I use this more. I just got this Morphe one in, and it's pretty good too. So this one is a Morphe M518, 158. M158. So it's got spoolie on one side, and then it's got the angled brush on the other side. And if you squeeze it, especially after it has product on it, it gives you this razor sharp. Do you see how sharp that is? It's super sharp. And so I love that because then you can get whatever precision. So this Iconic London palette, it's a brow palette. We got this from Boxy. It's a cushion. So it's got 2 shades you can use. I'm going to use this darker shade, and we're just going to outline the bottom of the brow. Did you guys get this in Boxy too? And I definitely need to go back and correct because I feel like I kind of overdid it. The Iconic London brow palette, the cushion palette. Yeah, I'm totally messing that up. Hold on. I'm gonna just go in with that, back in with that eye primer and a little brush. And I have to do it now because I'm OCD like that and I won't be able to focus. It's like weird. Make sure there's no eyeshadow on this brush. You got it. Do you use it? Told you it conceals. I use it sometimes. See, I like this eye primer a lot. Okay. I had to. It was just urging me. Okay. So once I get the bottom outlined, I'll go in with that brow pencil from Because. Use the lighter side. So you neglect the dark side, huh? Use the dark side when you do vampy eye looks. So Layla told me she hasn't been using eye primer or face primer. And I was like, well, why not? And she was like, because I don't have any. I'm like, do you realize I sit in a cave of makeup products and you're suffering in silence because you don't want to come ask me for a drop of face primer? What is wrong with you? Like, I'm sorry, but if that were me and I were you, I'd walk in there and be like, yo, can I borrow some face primer? Do you think I'm going to look at you and go, no, girl, buy your own? Goodness gracious, am I really that mean that you can't ask me for some face primer? Probably have some I can just give her for, like, what in the heck? Am I that unapproachable? Goodness. All right, so then I'm going to take this pencil here. I just ordered me another one too. I can't. It's supposed to be here today. And I just fill in. They just know, my kids know that my, like, this office space and the products that are in here, a lot of this is used for business. They know that, like, this is my my work in here. So I guess she doesn't want to be that guy that's like, yo, can you like give me some of the stuff that you're selling? I know that's what it is. She's like that. Like she knows. She'll go to the store and she'll buy it. She doesn't even really ask me stuff. You think like she would be in here picking my brain? Maybe she secretly watches my videos and that's how she knows. A homegirl can do a wing like nobody's business. 17 years old. I told her she needs to start doing tutorials on her little, like start a YouTube channel for, that way kids her age can have somebody to watch. But she's like so shy, which is weird because if you meet her in person, she's not really shy. But she doesn't like to be put on the spot. She doesn't like to be the center of attention in situations like this. Like if she was in a room full of people, she wouldn't mind, but like if it was just her, no thanks. That makes her more nervous. All right. And then we're going to go back in with that brow palette in a second. And I'm going to put little hairs up in the front. And we'll kind of define the top a little bit too. Do you guys want to see the dress she's going to wear? Oh, she found wait, she needs to find a clip for a pin. I need to go look for, I have my sewing kit somewhere and, wait, is it in here? It's not in here. Oh, Layla, it is in here. I was trying to sew Moses's blanket. He had chewed so many holes and I was like, forget that. You know what? I forgot that I was trying to sew Moses's blanket and I forgot it's right here. Big head. He does that. Get him out of here. Go. Go. Go on. Go on. He's like, aw. Oh, he's gonna want back in here now because Pikachu's in here. He didn't go back out. He's gonna be whimpering at my door. You guys got any fancy plans for today? And what did you guys do for Valentine's Day? Did any of you guys go out? I hate going out on Valentine's Day just because all the restaurants are crowded. Alright, I think I'm done with this pencil for now, but I know I have some correcting to do. We're going to go ahead and get back into our iconic London brow palette. And I'm going to define the top. Of the brows. Okay, and then I feel like I need to still, like in the video, it looks like I have it's a light right there. That's a little better. Okay, and then I'm going to flip the brush upside down and we're going to draw in little hairs. See how they look real? Isn't that crazy? We are catfishing the people, good girl. The good people. Catfishing them. It was so funny because Layla was talking to this little girl. They were talking about prom. And the one little girl was like, yeah, I'm getting my hair done. We're going to be putting hair extensions in and we're going to be doing this and yada yada. And so Layla was like, well, tell me who does your hair, because she was wanting to get hair extensions put in. And so she's going to pay this lady like a lot of money to give her some hair extensions for prom. So we were talking about that. And then she said the little girl was supposed to give her the number. Well, then she says that the little girl was like, well, she has someone that does like her makeup too. She's a makeup artist or whatever. And she was like, do you want that number? And Layla was like, kind of giggled at her. And she was like, well, see, my aunt is a makeup artist. She said, so she will be doing my makeup for free. Thank you, though. Like, you're a trip. You are a trip. And my office is like literally a freaking playground for women. Come on in here. We're gonna come on in here and play. For a while, Joe was like saying he wanted this door right here that leads to the dining room. He was like, because I have a door that leads into the dining room, the opposite door leads into the bedroom. And he was like, we're gonna delete that door. And I'm like, no, because when people come over, I don't want them to have to go through our bedroom to get to the office. And he was like, well, why would anybody want to go in the office? I was like, are you demented? Like, you really don't know that people that come over and visit would not want to come into my office? Are you crazy? And like everybody that has come over so far has come into my office. So Christine, you guys have any other plans besides going to this RV show? And is it in town or do you have to travel? Oh, that's a lot. Hold on. Goodness, I just messed up my brow. Alright, let me pull up my spoolie. Spoolie to the rescue. An hour away. That's not bad though. So I had like find somewhere to eat. Yeah. I had a rough day yesterday. I had after I don't know, like you'll be able to relate to this, Christine, but like, and anybody else that's lost their dad, like you just have you have bad days. You have some good days, some bad days. It's been 10 years, and I think that's what really hit me yesterday. I was in my car. I was alone, and that's usually the hardest time is when you're alone and it's quiet. And actually, I like to like play on Smule while I'm driving. I'll sing or whatever to myself. And there was a song I did. I wanted to re-record, and I recorded it, and it just hit me like this month, February 10th, was 10 years. And I don't know. And I haven't done that in a while where it was like uncontrollably sobbing. And I did. And I'd already gone to the grocery store and I was pulling up in the driveway and I would just had to sit there for a few minutes and like I just sat in my car. I didn't get out. I just sat there. And the kids they peeked out the door for a minute, and Sophia came out, and then she went back in. And I was like, well, I just need to need to compose myself, and then I need to go inside. It happens. It just does. And so when I tell you guys, like, I'm praying for you guys, and I know what you're going through, like, I really do. I do. You're always going to have those days. And it just hit me like 10 years. 10 years. It's rough. And I remember, because it was Valentine's Day, and the year he passed, when my dad passed, because he technically passed away February 10th, but his death certificate says February the 11th. And the reason for this is because it was after midnight when they pulled his plug, and he technically stopped breathing, and they called it. It was after midnight, so they called it February the 11th. And I was just thinking, like my girls never knew him. Anyway, that was just kind of bothering me. Oh, I need to stop. Just missed him, Anyway, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that now. And I can't pray right now, so I'll cry. So we'll pray at the end of the video. But yeah, so I had a rough day yesterday. So for you guys that go through it, I feel you. I do. I feel it. I know what you're going through. Yeah, love you too. Yeah, so just know that you're not alone. You're not alone. But I didn't feel like I could just go inside and can't really talk to the kids about it. They don't, I don't know if they'll even understand. But I was kind of like in my heart of hearts just wishing Joe would come out and come get me, but I don't even know if he realized I was just sitting out there crying. He was in bed laying there watching TV when I came in. So I don't think he even knew, but he probably was able to tell something was wrong when I came in, but definitely took me a little bit. I know, we need to stop. Okay, so we're going to dig into this palette. This is the Christine. This one is the Sylvia Gainey palette from BH Cosmetics. So, what the color I'm going to go into, let's see. I am actually going to dip into, is this shimmer? That's kind of like a satin. I don't need a satin. Let's see. All right, there's a color called Obsessed. It's a really pretty, like, mauve-y nude color. February the 2nd. Oh, gosh, girl. Oh, I'm so sorry, Brenda. Yes. All right, so this color Obsessed is like a really pretty mauve-y nude color. We're going to go into this color right here. Your bird, I know. They won't. They certainly won't. It's hard not to be selfish, it's because, and people that haven't lost a parent won't really understand. But it is selfish of us not to want to let go, because you really don't want to, you never really imagined life without them, and then to wake up one day and they're just not there. I need to stop. It's hard. But don't feel guilty for feeling that way ever, because it's just natural. It is. But yeah, the thing that got me was because it was Valentine's Day, and the thing that got me was sitting there. I picked up Joe a couple of things for Valentine's Day, and I was thinking how I was gonna sneak them in the house and just put them in a bag or whatever. And then just sitting there in the car, and I was thinking that 10 years ago when Dad passed, it was a couple of days before Valentine's Day, so we did something for my mom since Dad wasn't there to gift her something on Valentine's Day. You know, we got something for my mom that year for Dad. And that's what really got me. That's what got me. Just thinking like what I was doing this 10 years ago. And I'm still unable to get that freaking video off of my hard drive that I need to get off of that computer that is messed up. I really need to get that off. And I don't know enough about a computer to get it off. I know it's got a virus. I can't log into the computer because it doesn't go past turning on. Oh, Brenda. Oh, we are a hot mess this morning, aren't? Or it's not morning anymore, is it? We're a hot mess today, guys. We all are. The dress that Layla is wearing to the Sweet 16 is the dress that I wore to my dad's funeral. So it's like it all is coming back full circle. It feels like, and it's a gorgeous dress. And I remember I was so skinny then. Why couldn't I be? She's so skinny. I want to be skinny again. Like, I was wearing that dress. Oh, I cannot believe this. Like, man, I would anything. I'd give anything to. I will give you. I don't know, my right leg to. I'll walk around on crutches so I can be skinny. I say that, but I don't want to give up my ice cream. Is that bad? Oh, please don't take my ice cream away. I don't know. I really do need to get on some kind of a diet plan. I'm going to start exercising now. I'm starting to feel better, but that's hard, ain't it? So I just wanted to gradually build this color. I didn't want to go too crazy because if I went too dark, wouldn't be able to go back. All right. So now I'm going to go in with a little bit denser of a brush, and it's smaller. And I am going to slightly go darker with this color just at the bottom here. We have 6 kids actually. So we've got 4 biological and 2 nieces we've had for 8 years. And so okay, I gotta try that. Yeah, so we've got 4 girls. Sorry, 3 girls and 3 boys. And now my nieces, well, Layla, not Lily, she was too little. She was born the year that my dad passed. But Layla remembers my dad a little because she was when my dad passed, her and her mom was living with us. And she kind of remembers him a little. She 28. Yeah. Oh, right. Okay, so I really like this color. So this is like a mauvey nude color. Absolutely adore this color so much. All right. So now I'm going to take the light shade that's in this palette, and we're going to go, it's called Wolf, WOLF. And we're going to take that and we're going to pat that right along the brow line. So, and this really does help to amplify the color in your in your crease, and also brings it down a little bit. I always blend up a little higher because I know I'm going to put this color up there, and I blend it downward. I need to stop. Thank you, Brenda. It's honestly, girl, it's all practice. I used the Because brow pencil, and I used that brow palette from Iconic London. So I used the brow palette to just for definition around the edges, and then to draw the little hairs in the front, and then I use that pencil to fill everything else in. So I'm using this lighter shade, and we're just using that to blend downward just a little bit. And then another thing you also could use those lighter shades for is just to if you wanted to build shape, like shape out, like some people really like that pointed eye look. You could even use that lighter shade to create that out of whatever. You know, if I see how it was able to shape this a little more rounded with this lighter shade over it, you could do that in a different shape if you so choose to. So that's kind of cool. And this definitely helps to define the brow area too when you do this, because the contrast really helps with that. Are we all holding our breath? I really, really, really love that shade I used in the crease. That's like one of my favorite shades ever. And it looks really good when you want to do a smoky eye, to use that shade also. Works really well for that. Really well. All right, I had to really wipe out this brush because I had so much red in it from where I've been doing Valentine's Day looks. Goodness. All right, and then I'm going to take a nice, pretty shimmer shade out of here and put that on the lid. We're going to take, what brush are we going to use? This one. All right. So there's a shade in here called Prince. Wait, let me swatch these. There's Opal. Ooh, Opal is pretty. All right, here is Opal and Prince. Sorry. Do you see how beautiful the light just catches those? So Opal is actually a highlighter shade, but it's super glittery. Let's see. Hey, Brenda. It gets harder and harder. I know. That first year, especially, Brenda, is really hard. And I know everybody else on here can tell you the same thing. Those first holidays, the first birthdays, the first everything is just rough. It's very, very hard. And it does get easier, but you will get those days where it all comes back and it all feels fresh again. It all feels fresh and new, like it did that first couple of days. I mean, honestly, I was even thinking about how I was going to explain what I was doing sitting in a car crying if Joe came out. Like, I was playing it in my mind, like, how I was going to tell him I got to that point. You know what I mean? Like, if he was to come out here and go like, what are you doing? What is wrong with you? Because that would have been something he would have said. It wouldn't have been very sympathetic. He never is. And I was just trying to play in my head how I was gonna tell him how I got to that point. Like the uncontrollable sob, you know? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, you know, it was just one of those times. It just happens, you know? It just does. And it's not as often as it used to be. So, you know, but I've always been that type of person that if I was to cry, I don't do it in front of people. I don't normally. Like I usually try to hide. I'm not trying to I don't want people to see me vulnerable. I'm just that type of person. I've always been the person that people go to when they need strength, when they need someone to lean on. So I always try to put myself out to be that person. And and people look at me for that because I do hide my sensitive side for the most part. And I know that's not always good. I don't know. I kind of was like in my heart of hearts wishing he would just come out and just wrap his arms around me. But then again, I was thinking like I don't want to hear him put me down for sitting in the car crying like a baby. You know what I mean? Not to say that that's definitely what he would do. I don't really know what reaction he would give me, but that's what I played in my mind. So you guys know your husbands. He probably would think I was ridiculous. Right, D. Exactly. Yes, girl. All right. So I definitely see a little bit of buildup in the corner. So I'm gonna pull that out. All right. And I'm gonna go back in, especially with your dad. Yeah. Yeah. My youngest son doesn't really remember my dad all that much. Um, he remembers him a little, not a whole lot. He was little. When my dad passed away, he was only like 3. He was about 3 years old. That year he would have been 3. He was born in 2000. Let's see, he was born in 2006. He would have been 4. He was born in '06. My dad passed in 10. He would have been 4 in May. He would have been 4 in May. All right, so I just tapped a little bit more of that shade Obsessed, which is that mauve nude shade right on the outer corner of the eyelid. And now I'm going to take that same shade and put it under the eye because I like it so much. All right. So funny story that someone brought up recently about my dad was, my dad didn't drink. He wasn't a drinker, you know. But you best believe that if anybody had a wedding, he was going to be stripping at the wedding for some reason. He always had to be that dad, that uncle. It's usually my cousins, getting married and stuff. He'd be up in there stripping and dancing like, Chippendales with his big old belly. I even have a picture. I'll need to show you guys this album I made of my dad, like a scrapbook. I never did even finish it. I couldn't bring myself to finish it because I didn't want it. Like if it was done, it was official that he was gone. So I never finished it. And I have a picture in there where when I was pregnant with LJ, my belly was big. And we were standing belly to belly, and his belly looked pregnant too. It was so funny. I had my mom take the picture. We both had our shirts pulled up. It was hilarious. So I'm just building this color a little bit. If we can make it through this video without crying, we'll be good. All right. So it definitely went a little darker than I was expecting. I was kind of thinking I was going to do a little bit lighter of a look, but then this color really called out to me, and I was like, because it's going to look really good with this lipstick, is what I was thinking. That's why I kind of decided to build the color darker than I originally planned. So I really like this color a lot, and I think it's going to look really good with the lipstick. Right, Christine? She's feeling a little better. She had that episode with her gallbladder, but she seems to be doing a little better. She's up there stirring up trouble again. Like she's a mess, girl. She's a mess. What did I do with my eyeliners? Oh, here it is. Okay, so I'm going to use the Because gel liner. I love this eyeliner for this reason right here. So I'm going to take it and use it for an inner corner highlight. So I just take it and put it in the corner and kind of pull it in. And then take it in the corner and pull it up. This gives you really good control out of this eyeliner. So that way you don't have a hot mess with all your highlighters, Because I feel like with powdered highlighter, I tend to get it all over the place. This is very controlled. And if you do break out in tears, it's not going to run away on you. It's going to stay there. Or if you ever have watery eyes, have you ever had a situation where one eye watered and so you wiped it and that inner corner highlight was gone and then you didn't have any on the other side and you felt like a dud? Like, what just happened to my highlight? Yeah, so that's why I like using these gel liners. You see me, I probably will always use them, even if it means putting it down and then putting the eyeshadow over it. I just feel like it helps a lot. All right, so I'm going to take that same color Prince that I used on my lid, and we're going to use that up in the brow just a little. That's pretty. See how it just gives a little bit of like where the light catches? It's really pretty. And then I do want to put a little bit of that matte shade that I used in my brow. I'm going to take just a little bit. It's the little details that really polishes off your looks. If you're in a really big hurry, it probably wouldn't be a big deal to you guys. It doesn't to me sometimes if I'm in a hurry, like I really got to go. I'm not in a hurry right now. But I'm going to take that color Wolf and I'm going to pull it just right here. And it is a matte, like a cream shade. So I'm just pulling it right there. From where the gel liner started or left off. And I'm bringing it into that mauve nude shade under the eye. And it really brightens up right there. Did you see that? And because it's not it's not a shiny, it's a matte eyeshadow. It doesn't really look crazy. I'm going to use that same eyeliner and we're going to do the waterline with it. This is going to keep the look nice and light. I feel like if I use black or brown, it's going to darken up the eye look. And I really wanted to keep that nice and light. And then I am going to take black and my black gel liner, and I'm going to do the tight line with that, just up here along the lashes. Here we go. What's up?
Can I get some of that primer?
Yes, you can. We were just talking about you. Here's Layla. Say hi. Hi. Why don't you sit down here and bring your stuff in here? You want to do that? What kind of eye primer? What kind of face primer you want? She's like, I don't even care, just something to put on my face. I got all kinds of eye primer, girl.
Eye primer? I need the
Face primer, eye primer, got it all.
Okay.
What is this? For sensitive skin. Hydrating. You have what kind of skin you got? Dry, oily?
I don't know. I kind of got those.
Yeah,
but right now it's dry because I have this little, my acne's going away, so my face got dry.
You got big pores? Got big pores, McKenna. All right, I'm gonna give you this. This is expensive. Never mind, I ain't giving you that expensive primer. There's just a little left in this. This is actually a really good primer. Listen, you don't need much. Take your finger, flip it over. Take your second finger, flip it over. That's all you need. Tap it on both fingers and then go down your face and rub it in. That's all you need.
Okay.
If you use more than that, you're wasting it. Okay?
Okay.
That's expensive too.
Okay.
It's good though. That's all you need. And that actually will last you a little while too. I know it doesn't look like much, but it will. That is a Smashbox primer oil, and I was using that for a while. It's really good. Real good. All right. What was I doing? Oh, eyeliner. That's right. Okay. So, I'm not done with this because I am going to use the highlighter out of this palette, but I'm going to use for eyeliner. I got a couple of eyeliners out of my Ipsy, sorry. Do I really have two black gel liners? No, I don't. Okay. So which one was... One of these were matte, and I can't remember which one it was. All right. I think I'm going to use... We're going to use the Tarte Cosmetics Sex Kitten liner. We're going to use that one, okay? And it is a felt tip liner. So we're going to use that. Let's see. Let me bring my mirror. Oh, it doesn't get any closer, does it? A nice little eyeliner. Hi, Tarte. And you know me, I cannot keep a wing small to save my life. So it looks like we're just going to have to go a little thicker on the eyeliner. All right, so I'm thinking, let's bring this down a little lower. And I am going to bring it down and in. All right, let's get this done. But if you guys have never used this eyeliner before, it's kind of cute. The top of it is a little kitty head. That's kind of cute, ain't it? Did you guys, have any of you guys used this eyeliner before? You guys holding your breath too? Oh my goodness. I know I take forever. I have to have my line straight. It drives me nuts if I don't. And the weird thing is that this eyelid is way bigger than this one. So I have to make this line thicker. You were doing liner too? It's funny. This pen right here does have a nice fine tip on it, which is good because I feel like that definitely helps to make that nice thin line that I like to do underneath the eye. Helps out a whole lot. All right, so we need to, I'm going to put some highlighter on really quick. So we've got 2 shades in here out of this Sylvia Gainey palette. One is more like a gold. It's called Libra. And the other one is Opal, which is like a silvery, glittery color. I know I swatched Opal already, but we're going to swatch them again. So here are the 2 shades. Probably won't go with that one because that's a little too gold for what we're wearing. The Opal is probably more our jam today, so we're going to go with the Opal. I just hope it's not too glittery. All right, let's see. Let's see what she's about. Let's go ahead and use our little brush that we got from Boxy. I hope this don't set me up, man. Set me up for failure because I have a special brush that I love to use for highlighting. So let's see. Oh man, that looks like some straight glitter. That's bright. Goodness gracious, that is bright. Hello. This is not for the faint of heart. You either want to shine or you don't. There is no in between with this one. Goodness gracious. You either came to party or you didn't. Hello. All right, let's try again. I even tapped off my brush. You hear that? Yes. All right, I tried to go lighter on that one, which it did. It went on a lot lighter. But we got to match the other side. So we're going to build a little bit. Hello. Hi, Highlight. Yeah, she came. She showed up for the party, girl. Sylvia, you really did that, girl. Goodness. Sylvia was like, girl, you wanted a highlighter, didn't you? Make sure you got a highlighter. Ain't nobody gonna be writing me no letters talking about your highlighter didn't show up. No, girl, not at this party. All right, that's all I needed out of that highlighter. I ain't asking that thing to come back to this party. She banned, girl. All right, I'm gonna pull my mascaras out, my 5 million mascaras. I know, I use 3 different coats, 3 different mascaras, just because I have so many and I'm just trying to use them all. Alright. So I'm going to use the Because Cosmetics one, excuse me, for my base mascara. Told you I was going to keep the eye look a little simple, didn't I? See, is it simple? Is it simple or is it just simple for me? I don't know. Alright, so I'm going to try not to draw all over my eye, my under eye. I am messy under the eye. Oh my goodness. So chin down, eyes up, and a lot of times that will help you to keep your excuse me, let me bring that down a little bit. A lot of times that will keep you from coloring your under eye. I didn't realize my video was still so high. Try not to make the face. All right, let's put a little bit of that at the top. So that little brush did work pretty good though for the highlighter, I think. That was a pretty good little brush. So now I've got a backup for if that one gets dirty or I wash it and it's still wet. Because I'm very particular with my highlighter brushes. I kind of need to sell. I need to go through and purge my other ones that I'm not going to use. I have so many. I even have like Morphe highlighter brushes I've never used because you just have, you have favorites. You know what works, and you're stubborn and you don't want to switch because if you switch, your whole routine is just out the door, girl. Ugh. You know what I mean? Is anybody else like that? Like when you find you don't like change. Like if you find something that works, you kind of just want to stick to that. Mm-hmm. Yes. Creature of habit, huh? Like when you get in a routine, you just like what you like. I think I'm about ready to throw out some of these mascaras though. They've about had it, girl. All right, this one has fibers in it. That's why I saved this one for last. But it definitely sticks to the lashes because I have a couple of coats on of different mascara. So those fibers will stick pretty good. This is the Monica Dar mascara. It's pretty good. Can you tell the difference? I can. I don't know if you can, but yeah. I think it's a huge difference. The lashes on this end just don't want to come out and play today. Come on. I know you're there. Like, come on out, girl. I heard that's a really good mascara, D. I have the one that has the gold flakes in it, and I use that one sometimes. Only when I'm feeling extra fancy, girl. All right, we're going to put some lashes on. And the lashes that I'm using, I'm going to use the Erin lashes from Because Cosmetics. Absolute favorite lashes right now. They are so pretty, and you can use them for any occasion. You can use them for natural looks, you can use them for glam looks, and they are beautiful for both. And the band on these make them virtually undetectable. Like you cannot even tell. Like you cannot see the band on these when you put them on. They're beautiful. Waterproof. Yeah. All right. Trying to figure out, this is the left lash or right? I think that's the right lash. Then again, this looks like a right lash too. No way to tell. I think they're the same actually. Oop. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna put this one on the right. You use it over the Because. Yeah, that's what I do too. I use the Because mascara first. It works as a really great base mascara. I don't know what magic it is, but it just does so good. Like, and I have worn like 3 coats of Because mascara before, and it never clumps. And that's one of the best qualities. And it does lengthen your lashes too, a lot. It lengthens them. So that's another good thing it's got going for you when you use it as a base mascara, is because it gives the rest of the, if you're going to use another mascara over it, it gives it a really good head start. But if you're only going to use the Because mascara, it's also really good because, like I said, it lengthens the heck out of your lashes, and it never clumps. So you can do 3 coats if you wanted to, and it won't clump on you. But beautiful lashes, aren't they? They're just gorgeous. They're not overly done. They're not super full. They are just so pretty. I mean, I cannot tell you how many compliments I get on these lashes. They are just gorgeous. They're beautiful. These were meant to be limited edition, and I have no idea if they even have them in stock anymore, but if they do not, I don't know what I'm going to do whenever these are messed up. They're supposed to be limited edition. I don't know if there are any left. You could probably check the website and see. And these are cheaper than the lowest lashes because the lowest lashes had glitter on them. So that's why they were a little pricier. But these are not as expensive as those. They're freaking beautiful, man. I love them so much. And I will tell you, they last you a long time as long as you take good care of them. Oh, Christine, thank you. I appreciate it. I tried. Try to be very subtle. We're going to do lips now. I need to get a lip primer or a lip liner, I mean. Oh. I tried to do simple today. I am still trying to do simple. Alright, I have this one. Let's use this lip liner. Okay. I'm going to sharpen this bad boy. Alright. Thank you. So this is a lip pencil. It's in the shade Tease from Sorme Treatment Cosmetics. Smear Proof Lip Liner. Okay, we're gonna fill her in. It's very close to the lip color, which is what I was going for. Thank you, Dee. Appreciate it. So this is the lipstick we got in Boxy in the shade Wifey. That's me, boo. I'm Wifey. Alright, it's a little lighter than the lip liner, but it's okay. It is really pretty. Alright. So it says on the carton that for the perfect matte lip, exfoliate your lips and apply lipstick. Allow to dry for a deeper color and apply a second coat. So we're going to allow this to dry and we're going to apply a second coat and see how that looks. But this does seem to be budge proof, which I'm really digging right about now. Really do like that a lot. So we are going to let it dry completely down and we're going to apply second coat, see if that makes a difference. And if it doesn't, then oh well. I do need to get some earrings in, like a little necklace of some kind. It is a very soft look, isn't it? Really pretty and soft. I think it's about dry. This is a very matte lip color. Yeah, budge proof. I'm liking that. All right, let's put a second coat. See how it goes, shall we? Okay. Thank you. Well, I'm not feeling like it gave me a deeper color. So I feel like all it did was thicken up the lipstick. I really think I could have done better with just one coat because this lipstick is super dry. I'm not gonna lie. It does feel really dry, but it's budge proof, so I am definitely giving it brownie points for that. It is a really pretty color, and I don't normally go for nudes, but this one doesn't make me look dead, so that's a win. And I do love that it matches that eye color really nice. So even if we had did, let's say like a really like nude eye look, super nude, not like this, but nude, you could even go and use this lipstick as an eyeliner, and that would be cute too. It would be. I feel like I need a little definition right there. This lip liner is kind of gray compared to this. Something smells really good. Is it the lipstick? It does smell good. Oh, that smells very delightful. I was like, what is that? It smells so good. Okay, I'm done. I'm done playing. Done playing with my face. But that's it. That's it. All done. I do have one more of these Sylvia Gainey palettes up for grabs for $16 if anybody wants it. I've got one left. This was the second time I bought stock of these because they sold so fast. The first time I got them, they sold out that first video, and then I had to go back and get more. Hi Lynn, how are you, girl? How are you? So yeah, I've got one left of these palettes. So I used it in today's eye look. I didn't use any other palettes, just this one. Used it for the eye look and the highlight. It's beautiful, isn't it? Just gorgeous. And but yeah, only got the one left. And I'm gonna go ahead and set my face one more time. This is also gonna help set the eye look a little too. Let me shake this bad boy up. Trying to use up the rest of this setting spray here. We got out of BoxyCharm. You really got to go. Okay, girl. Thank you. You have fun too at your little RV show. Yes, I'm done. I'm gonna just throw on some jewelry and I'll probably post a picture. But I think I'm done too. Yes. I really do. I like the lipstick a lot. I'm really thinking I want to get more of these. They did good. They did good. What is this called? It just says clean. Matte liquid lip satin. Satin lip satin. Usually they're called lip stains, not lip satin. That's just weird. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird for thinking everything's weird. But okay. All right, you guys. If you have any questions, let me know. If anybody wants that last Sylvia Gainey palette that I have, you better let me know fast before somebody else beats you to the punchline. And I think I'm gonna probably sell the Kate Somerville concentrated drops. So let me know if you're interested in that, and I'll find out how much it is and sell it for at least half off of what that would be, if not way more than that. I mean, if it's like $100, I'm not gonna sell it for 50. It'll be way less than that. But anyway, we'll see. And I will see you guys later. You be good. Oh, we're going to close this out in prayer, you guys. Just bow your head for a second. We're going to close this out in prayer, okay? Lord, we come to you today, and I just want to thank you so much just for each and every person that decided to watch this video, Lord. Just thank you so much for the technology you provided to be able to do this video. God, we're going to ask that you please reach out and just place your healing hands on those that are sick right now. God, for all those countries that are just losing people to this coronavirus, Lord, we're just praying that you can just stop the spread of this virus right now, God. Lord, all those people right now that are battling um, terrible illnesses like cancer and such, Lord, we're just praying that you just give them hope, Lord, and pray that they're able to give those anxieties over to you, Lord. Also, want to ask that you please just help those that are struggling relationship wise, whether it's a spouse, a family member, a friend, maybe an acquaintance from work. Lord, we're just praying that you're able to heal those relationships, Lord, and just soften the hearts of those people all involved. Lord, we're asking for you just to offer assistance and guidance in illuminating the path for those people that are just needing your guidance right now, Lord. We're just asking that you carry them through this difficult time of life, whatever that's going through, um, what's going on with them. Lord, there are people right now that are dealing with the loss of a loved one. We're just praying you be with them right now and heal and comfort their hearts. God, we're just praying that the person that might that maybe passed away, we pray that they knew you, Lord. And if there's somebody that doesn't know you, God, I pray that they ask that question, that who you are and how they can invite you into their life, God, so they can experience just a love that was never experienced before, God. And Lord, we're just asking that you keep everybody safe today as they're traveling, wherever it is that they may be going. We're asking too that you help guide them in making decisions that will glorify you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, ladies, we're going to get off of here. And thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you don't forget to subscribe, like this video, give it a thumbs up. It'll help circulate it. And also, you can share this video to Facebook um, or anywhere else. You can send it on Messenger. There is a button, it looks like an arrow button or a share button. Just click that, share it with somebody, introduce your friends to us so they can also join us. And I will see you soon.